Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. Happy Friday Eve. Welcome back to Knotty Love Movement. Roots and all. Okay. It shows Knotty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. And boys, we got some tea today, okay? Popping hot tea latte. Please remember to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And sharing is caring, okay? Follow me on all my different socials. We're everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You name it, we on it. Threads, okay? So thumbs up the video. That's the most part. Hold on, let me get my fan. Y'all know I be hot. Y'all know I be hot. Shout out to my homeboy Brooklyn. Got him beats. Yes. Miss Brooklyn. He relocated. We got some stuff to get into, okay? We going to get into a new Diddy accuser, which I'm surprised this hasn't gone viral. But shout out to Tasha K. I was on her app last night, and she gave me the lead. Because over here, we cite our sources. I don't proclaim to, if I find something on my own, I take the credit. But she gave me the lead, so I appreciate her. We're going to get into that. We got some audio from a new grape victim. And this story is so ironic and such an oxymoron. So I'm going to give you the tidbits or whatever. Also, got some updates on that Erica Mena situation. As you know, Aaron the plumber has gone viral for exposing Zeus and Erica Mena. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into the misappropriation of our culture with the Michael Rubin interview on the Bootlickers Power 105. You know the scammer in the Chester. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bootlickers. Don't never want to hold nobody accountable. So we want to get into a little of that. What else we had on the docket? Oh, Kevin Hart blaming Molly for cheating. Child. This short man narcissist, okay? I wish he'll take his money instead of paying for all these hoes and just get a height adjustment. You got the money. Like, relieve the world of your short, you projecting your short man problems onto us. So I'm going to give YouTube a chance to send out some notifications. Yeah. So I hope everybody is doing well and getting through your work week peacefully. I know I am. I'm trying to anyway. had several people pass and within the past week. Not several, but a couple. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. We're losing people. I feel like we're losing people at a faster rate. And is that by design? I'm also going to get into, apparently all our social security numbers have been hacked. So what y'all going to do? What's the government going to do? Y'all going to give us new socials? Give us all of clean slate? Because how was the hackers able to get to our information? Y'all let me know. We want to get into it. So please remember to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share if you care. Catherine Freeman, okay. Yes. Did y'all know R. Kelly net worth is negative $2 million? Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Why I got two of these? I'm not surprised. That was the goal, to make him go broke, right? So he could stop contributing to ex-African. You drain the swamp. That's the same thing they're doing with Diddy. Drain the swamp, and then you take them to court so they don't have enough money to fight the legal defense. Because the first trial R. Kelly did, he had so much money that he was able to delay the trial for 6 years and pay witnesses off and things like that. Gotta love our justice system. You got to love our justice system. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Let me just answer this email. Hey, James. Right? How much is the overdraft fee? Like, should you close the account after, say, maybe $10,000? Hey, Bright Eyes. Okay, duty calls, guys. Sorry. Hey, y'all. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, first I want to get into some tea. Okay, shout out to Tasha K, because she always getting the deets. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I ain't getting into all that. Anyway, she gave me this lead, and I give credit where credit is due. I don't take credit for work that I don't do. I just try to be very honest when it comes to my commentary and letting you guys know where I find, where I get the pass. But Diddy has a new great accuser. And it's a male. The diddler. Hashtag no Diddy. If you would have just walked in your truth, you wouldn't have to take it. Take that, take that, take that. Just say what you are. You're a bisexual male. walk in your truth. All right, so I was watching Tasha K last night because I was interested in her drag on Keke Palmer. All these, we went over this yesterday, all these toxic relationships that are overspilling onto social media to violate our lives. Yeah, so I wanted to hear her drag on Keke. Because I feel like Keke is playing in our face. Just like I feel like that Sky Jackson girl playing in our face too. And you know, I think they've been coddled by the industry for so long. They don't have no social skills, nothing. They don't know how to resolve situations in a healthy way. Okay, they're emotionally stunted because they've been thrown into this adult world from so young. So they don't have proper emotional management. They don't have proper or healthy conflict resolution skills. So what they resort to is putting their hands on folk. Okay, but now the law ain't playing. They putting y'all chicks in jail. Okay, Erica Mena, she on the docket too. We gonna get into that because she dropped some tea about that, but I can't play it because she requested that we not play it, but I'll talk about it. Okay, so thumbs up the video. First, we gonna get into Diddy accuser jail. And ironically, this is out of Michigan. In one of his lawsuits, the girl was underage. Remember, she was 17. They trafficked her from Detroit. Okay, it's alleged that it's Tiara Marie, but we have not been able to confirm or deny or whatever. But Diddy got some roots in Michigan. Okay, he got some roots. All right, and I kind of connect that to his connection to BMF. You know, Big Meech, he about to come home. You know what I mean? He was cleaning a lot of their money through all his businesses. So he's connected to BMF, Big Meech, and all of them. Or whatever. So he hanging out in Detroit, whatever. Oh, God, the YSL trial. All right. And he picks up another victim. Yet another victim. So we're going to get into it. Shout out to the Law and Crime Network. And shout out to Tasha K for giving me the lead. All right. We're going to get into it. So. This young man has come forward and accused the diddler of drugging him, rugging him, and taking it. Okay, this is like one of them wild freak off parties. They all down with the freak offs until they not. To the diddler get involved and take that. So let's get into it.
I told you that instead of setting up a green screen, you can just click a button in the script and get this.
Thumbs up the video.
Try to scan the QR code on screen and use our promo code SIDEBAR and you get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's promo code SIDEBAR.
I gotta make time to do my hair, guys.
Up for several sexual offenses. He's representing himself in this matter, and he appeared virtually in court on Wednesday.
This is in the matter of Derek Lee Cardello Smith, MDOC.
That's his name, Derek Lee Cardello Smith. Okay? He's representing himself. He is currently incarcerated. And y'all ain't gonna believe for what. He's currently incarcerated for raping a woman. Okay, we're going to get into that a little later. All right, the background of that. This story is it's such an oxymoron.
267009 versus Sean Puff Daddy Combs, also known as Sean P. Diddy, also known as Diddy, Bad Boy Records, label owner, founder, also known as Puff P. Daddy, Bad Boy, Diddy Run the City, Sean Combs, also known as Sean Puffy Combs. And this is file number 24-7362NO. We'll grab your paperwork here real quick out of this other paperwork. We do have Mr. Cardello Smith appearing from the Michigan Department of Corrections. Sir, where are you currently located?
I'm located at the Ernest C. Brooks Correctional Facility, 2500 South Sheridan Drive, Muskegon, Michigan, 49444, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir.
Or Your Honor.
Thank you. So I do see that we do have a proof of service
Hey, B. Moore. Hey, Veronica.
on Mr. Combs.
Hey, y'all. Please like the video. Thank you, Be More Shorty. Hey, Veronica Forever. Thank y'all for joining me. We are getting into a new Diddy accuser. He has a male victim that he raped. He rugged and raped. All right. And he is taking Diddy, the diddler, to task. Okay. He's going to get into the details. But ironically, he's locked up for raping a woman. Can't make this stuff up. This world is fucking ass backwards.
But for purposes of this hearing, you filed a motion for a temporary restraining order and or a preliminary injunction to stop all sales of the property and assets attached to or involved with said property based on the interest of plaintiff and plaintiff's connections to defendant's sexual assault.
So what he's attempting to do is stop the sale of all it, because you know Diddy's trying to sell all his homes now because he run out of money. He got to pay for his legal defense or whatever. So apparently the diddler went and visited him in jail and was like, yo, because he let him know, I'm about to sue you because you know, you rugged and raped me and I'm not down with that or whatever. So the diddler came to see him. Like, yo, I'll pay you this amount to, you know, to go away with this because I got so many problems. I mean, for the diddler to come to see you, sir, he got something on the diddler, okay? Hashtag no Diddy. Diddy did it. Allegedly, Diddy did it. All right? So he is filing a restraining order to stop the sale of the... Woo! Yeah.
Plaintiff Derek Lee Cardell Smith requiring a preliminary injunction and or a temporary restraining order. Do you wish to argue the motion today, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed then.
Okay, the purpose of it is based on two actions taken by Mr. Combs himself, directly with me here. We did a live one-on-one visit in our prison visiting room. There's two meetings within the past 2 weeks with Mr. Combs on one meeting and then a financial advisor on the other meeting on Mr. Combs' behalf. And he stated that he would make me an offer to end the case and what happened to me because of other things that he stated he has going on in his life that require his money right now, and he wants to sell everything off. And he made me a financial offer of $2.3 million to allow what happened to me to go away. And he stated that he's going to be selling his property, and under the 2005 California Civil Code 2881-2885, the creation of liens.
Now y'all know when mofos be going to prison, they get well versed in the law. Okay, everybody become a lawyer when they locked up. They get to reading them law books and figuring out the codes and everything. So this man here is representing himself. Okay, he done did his homework. That's what it sounds like to me. Thumbs up the video. Shout out to Tasha K for giving me this lead. I don't take... That's a decent little payment, right? But I don't take credit for things. But that's where I got this lead, you guys. You know, I was over there on Tasha K app. Because I wanted to hear her drag Keke Palmer or whatever. And then she got into this. I'm like, oh my God, why aren't people talking about this? Okay, he is revealing so much in this little hearing. Okay, let's get back into it.
Allows out-of-state justices and orders to cause a stop of any title transfer, property transfers in Los Angeles or any other place that he has property. He stated that he wouldn't be able to proceed with that sale. And he did it the day after I served him the suit. And he also said that he won't be filing an answer to the complaint. He said, you can find me in default or whatever. He has a better chance with default than he would with having a restraining order stopped. And I said, so you want to hide you want to hide your money and stop from being saying quite possibly paid to me if I'm given the benefit of a judgment in my favor for what you've done to me. And he pretty much said, yeah. He goes, you know how we get down. And I said, okay, well, I disagree with how you get down. Your sale shouldn't go through.
So I'm gonna, hold on.
I'm sorry,
Mr.
I'm sorry.
Cordello Smith, okay, so.
Y'all heard that? So he attempted to pay this mofo off to go away so he could sell his properties. This is all on record. It wasn't supposed to be, though. The judge let it go.
In a different direction that I thought you were going into. I thought we were
sorry.
just going to focus. No.
We are.
You kind of went off on a different direction than what your actual motion was.
Yeah.
So what I just want to say is settlement negotiations.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
In this case,
Separate
they're probably better not. Yeah, they're not to be placed on the record today. Okay.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. You're not an attorney. I understand that. So if we can just backtrack and focus just on your motion
ma'am. I get what you want.
Okay, thank you.
If he's allowed to sell his property that he has in LA and the properties that are in his name being used and held by other people in Michigan, then it will cause me harm because I can be tied directly to those properties through loans and through other areas of investment that I did when I was out there and while in prison.
Okay, so apparently he was doing some business with the diddler. Okay. Woo, child, be careful who you get in bed with. It can come back and bite you. And after we finish this, we're going to get into his charges a little bit. I got a little bit of background on that. Okay. The diddler is something else. The diddler is diddying, okay? The diddler, he know it's about to go down, and he is scrambling. That's what this is telling me, that he is scrambling to save his life at this point. He trying to do any and everything to savor what little reputation he has left. Oh, my God, the lawn people, they all come at one time, okay? So I'm sorry about the background noise.
I've sent. And if he's allowed to go through with any of the sales, I won't be able to recoup any of my monies or anything from him as a result of any possible judgment in this action, if he's allowed to proceed with it. And an injunction or a restraining order would help ensure that he's not manipulating and selling the property to avoid his responsibility in these matters here. That's what a temporary restraining order would do. It would prevent that from happening. Because it's a very serious matter. It involves a lot of money. And him selling this would help him avoid his liability for these actions done upon me. And I was just hoping that I'd be able to get the restraining order to prevent that. There won't be any harm to him, any of the parties. There won't be any harm to him in any way. And if it's deemed that it's not justified,
the ones who are frustrated,
then he can go ahead and go through with the sale at the end of the case. But one has to be put in place to stop this from happening.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you very much.
Yes.
So Cordello Smith, who claims he met personally with Combs over the last few weeks, wants this injunction to prevent Combs from selling property. And why does this matter? Because you might remember that in July, as we reported, Combs had listed his home in the Homely Hills area of Los Angeles for $70 million. No word yet on whether there's any takers there, but that is the same home that Homeland Security agents raided back in the spring, reportedly in connection with a sex trafficking investigation by the Southern District of New York. Now, to be clear, no charges or arrests have come as a result of that, but we're continually following that developing story. Now, as Judge Anna Marie Anzalone stepped away from the bench for a moment to check on another piece of paperwork, Cordello Smith kind of made chit-chat with an attorney who happened to be in the courtroom.
All right, I'm going to check one more of your filings. So I'm going to step off the bench for 2 seconds and I'll be right back, all right?
Yes, Judge Anzalone.
Thank you.
You with the defense?
No, sir. I'm having a hearing and they stopped the hearing so you could be heard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice tie.
Thank you.
Couldn't wear one. They don't give us ties.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Right. Yeah, there is.
But they have clip-ons, you know.
Yeah. Clip-ons are the best, aren't they?
So I received your complaint and all the attachments to it. And then I received this motion. And I just wanted to take a moment to review back through the U.S. District Civil Docket and your complaint. So I did do that. That's all. And
Yes.
okay. Anything else?
Everything that you're looking at, they're all tied in together. Every part, as crazy as it seems, as outrageous as it seems, it all ties in. Every bit of it, every facet.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a proof of service showing that Mr. Combs was served on July 6th of 2000 and, let me see, is that 24?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's take a look at the complaint that Cardella Smith filed here that this temporary restraining order is in connection to. Now, Cardella Smith claims that in 1997, he was a bartender at a restaurant in Detroit. He says he was invited to a gathering at the Holiday Inn where Combs would be partying. The complaint reads, quote, plaintiff was excited to attend this gathering and did so because this was Sean Puff Daddy Combs' Bad Boys. Plaintiff had participated in and consumed alcohol with Mr. Combs and the ladies and other security. Puffy was shockingly cool and someone who seemed like a really decent, normal guy. Cardell Smith goes on.
Don't they always seem shockingly cool? Okay, he wanted to be part of the cool club, so this is what you get. All right, you're dancing with the devil, sir. You're dancing with the devil. Everything that glitters is not gold. Let me see what y'all saying. Veronica said he sound like a man of no color. Not that it matters. I'm just interested to see who this is. Okay? All right. Let's get into what happened. The details behind what happened.
That he participated in group sex with several women and Combs, but said that when Combs showed an interest in him, he immediately got up and sat on a couch. By the way, a little side note here. These allegations are very similar to what has been alleged in several lawsuits that have been filed against Sean Combs since November.
Patterns of behavior. This is all sounding familiar, right? I take you back to Jonathan Odie, but Jonathan Odie was a willing hired participant. It sounds like what's the last lawsuit with the guy, the producer, Lil Rod. Sounds a lot similar, right? In the details he explained about his lawsuit.
2023. Recall, he's facing allegations of sex trafficking, rape, harassment, abuse, and so forth. But Cardella Smith's complaint states, quote, I then went to get another drink, and Sean asked me if I needed something else. I said no, and he said, here, drink this one. And I thought it was another glass of Jim Beam, so I took it because I had sat one down in the other room, and then I drank.
Sound familiar? Sound familiar? You know, the Diddler loves the Bill Cosby people. Okay, you know. Why don't you just take a little sippy sip of this over here?
And I stayed sitting there and began getting drowsy and started to pass out. And then Sean Combs said to me, I added a little something to it for you. I will get that from you anyway, one way or another. I then passed out.
Take that, take that, take that. Classic Diddy patterns of behavior. Okay? Take that, take that, take that. Because he cannot take no for an answer. So if you tell him no, he feels that gives him permission to do whatever he wants. I mean, he didn't grow up. They not like us, Knotty Crew. They not like us. You know, normal people would just walk away like, okay, it's a little rejection. But the diddler feel like he could do what he want because he's on top of the world. He's untouchable.
Cardell Smith claims that when he woke up, Combs admitted he sexually assaulted him when he was unconscious. Cardell Smith claims that he left, he never went back. He alleges he filed a police report, but couldn't talk about what happened to him. He says therapy in prison.
That's one thing I was glad to hear about. The fact that he filed a police report. People, create a paper trail. So, on top of, this is why he's trying to pay him off, because he did file a report. Okay? And they can use that as evidence. He could become a witness. You see the motive here? Mm-hmm.
And realized that he was a victim of rape. And he goes on to claim that Combs paid off police to keep the whole thing quiet.
Sound familiar again? Sound familiar? Little Rod said that he had the police in his back pocket. And even Natanya, the 1999 Blicky victim, the one that got blickied in the face. And I can't say it on YouTube, you guys, so I say Blicky. She claims that he paid off authorities, in that case paid off witnesses and things like that, even though she was an eyewitness saying, I know he did this, okay? And then, you know, his pattern of behavior after he settles, he then goes on to harass the victims, i.e. Jonathan, Odie, and Natanya. She said she was harassed for years and terrorized for years behind the diddler. Because that's what he do. He get mad once he got settled. Because God forbid if he have to be held accountable. Because again, he is above the law. You know, I just really am interested to see if the people that's on his payroll from law enforcement, if some charges are going to be brought against them. Seriously. Because you're supposed to uphold the law and protect. You're not supposed to be in the richest pockets. You know, so corruption everywhere.
The defendant paid Detroit and Monroe police officers to keep it hidden, and they hid it very, very well, and have kept it hidden for many decades, but not anymore. So in the complaint against Combs, Cardell Smith is asking for a...
So this is Cardell Smith, for those of you who need a close-up. Okay.
$100 million. And then Cardell Smith makes the claim during this hearing, and this is where it takes an even bigger turn, that Combs and or his associates came to the Michigan prison in person to offer him $23 million instead. So then Combs lists his Los Angeles property as being up for sale, and Cardell Smith takes an issue with this because in his motion...
Okay, so we all know that Diddy put the LA property up for sale, right? Okay, so Cardell saw this, was like, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, yes, be more shorty. Look, let me tell y'all something. This is not new news for people on the East Coast about the diddler. We've been new. Okay? We just waiting. They let him ride for a lot of years. And like I've seen what he has done through the years to his artists, how he treated women. He did everything in plain sight. Everything in plain sight. Like, I seen, like, when he got with Cassie, when Kim Porter was pregnant with twins, after he professed his love for Kim Porter, and now all of a sudden you got another girl. The picture of what? Yeah, I'll show it again. Let me see where I'm at. 13, 17. Here you go. All right. That's who filed the restraining order. To stop the sale of Diddy property. And let me tell you something. He was not banking on that. This man is well versed in the law. He been in prison for some time now, okay? Because you know, everybody when they go to prison, they become lawyers. Yup, Diddy was allegedly linked to Outpost. Yes! Them Harlem niggas ain't shit. Them Harlem ninjas, they ain't shit. Remember I told you. Go ask Jovi, okay? She know all about New York.
For the temporary restraining order, Cardella Smith claims the property sale, transfer of title, or deed should not take place because it is being done so for the sole purpose of depriving this plaintiff of any monetary judgment that would be entered in favor of the plaintiff in the event this matter went to a jury trial. Now, the judge looked over this paperwork, heard his argument, and actually granted the injunction, the temporary restraining order, to stop Combs from selling property for a period of 90 days. You don't really see that. Non-attorneys winning legal motions, arguments, so that's a big deal.
That's
then
a
again,
huge
he
deal.
kind of has a history of filing legal papers, so he might have learned how to do all this. But also, Cardella Smith wasn't done yet. No, he also wanted to have a default judgment entered against Combs because he claims that Combs didn't file an answer, which is a legal response, to the summons. And so the judge let him know about next steps.
So you're going to have to file the affidavit and request for default, okay?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
And obviously you'll be able to file that before a pretrial date anyway, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so
All right,
the order
so-
was granted?
The order, your ex parte motion was granted, or your motion for a temporary restraining order was granted. I've signed it. And so we'll get that processed and back to you, and then you'll have to obviously serve that on the parties.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Can your order
All right.
say any, Your Honor, can you add on your order any Michigan representatives of him acting on his behalf for Michigan properties as well as part of that order? Or does your order cover everything?
You provided the order, so I'm going off
Yes,
the
I
order.
did. Yes, I
Watch what boiled eggs do to your body.
Have you ever noticed how you could easily eat
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so I'm going off the order you provided to me, and I've signed
Okay,
that order
that's-
already.
That's what I
Okay.
needed. Thank you. All right,
All
thank
right,
you, Your
thank
Honor.
you, thank you, Mr. Cardello Smith, and we'll make sure the writ's done, and we'll see you back in September. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless. All right.
Thank you.
So it seems at the very least he's going to be able to present an argument about default judgment, meaning he automatically should win this. But we will see if the court ultimately accepts it, and Cardella Smith is going to be scheduled back in court in September. But I want to give you just a little bit more background here about him, because I think it's important. It puts it all in context. So Derek Lee Cardello Smith, sometimes known as just Derek Lee Smith, is very well known to the Michigan court system because over the last couple of decades, Smith has filed dozens of criminal appeals and civil complaints to the point that some officers of the court have allegedly called him, quote, a nuisance. For example, that includes a lawsuit that he filed against the Archdiocese of Detroit, Assumption Grotto Church and School, St. Jude Parish, St. Judge Rectory, St. Jude School, plus at least one priest and one Monsignor claiming he was sexually abused and was silenced when he tried to report what happened to him. Now, his court record indicates that in 1998, he was convicted of 2 counts of third-degree sexual conduct, and when he was paroled and while out, prosecutors say he committed more sexual offenses. He was convicted in 2008 on 6 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, 2 counts of kidnapping. He pled no contest in that case, and then in 2019, he was convicted of 4 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Cardella Smith has appealed all of those convictions over the years, contends that he was falsely accused of rape in 1998, that he was set up by the police. Recently, Cardella Smith has attempted to file multiple documents with the Michigan Court of Appeals, many of which have seemingly been rejected because they were filed incorrectly. And remember, Cardella Smith is representing himself, so that wouldn't be surprising. Now, in a recent opinion, a judge for the Western District of Michigan wrote that Cardella Smith has, quote, filed many habeas corpus petitions in this court and the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. Each of his prior petitions has been denied, dismissed, or transferred to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals as second and or successive. Now, by the way, habeas corpus is a legal challenge to one's detention, saying it's unlawful. But that same judge wrote this opinion back in 2018, quote, petitioner has also filed a number of habeas petitions that related to prison conditions or misconduct determinations. Courts have dismissed those petitions because the issues raised were not cognizable on habeas review. Additionally, petitioner has filed a number of petitions relating to the denial of parole. Petitioner also filed one petition relating to a first-degree murder conviction and sentence. Petitioner reports he was sentenced for the offense on the same day as his 2008 convictions, but the court could find no record of that conviction or sentence. Finally, petitioner filed one petition that did not indicate what state action he was challenging or why he was challenging it. Bottom line, Cardell Smith is certainly known for being litigious. Are these real claims that he's making, particularly against Sean Combs, or is he just jumping on the bandwagon of legal action against Sean Combs? We shall see.
We shall see, Knotty Crew, okay? And let's talk about his current conviction, where he is currently incarcerated for raping a woman, okay? How can I explain this? So a woman comes forward and accuses him of raping, right? He, of course, denies it or whatever. Later on, she comes forward and apologizes to him and says she was in a drug-induced situation, psychosis or whatever, and she wants to retract her statement because she felt bad, this and that or whatever. So they get in talks or whatever. Come to find out, she's telling him about the circumstances about her ultimately coming forward with the charges. And she's in cahoots with the prosecutor that convicted him, and come to find out the prosecutor is connected to Diddy. This is so messy or whatever. And so I guess the accuser, he promised her to pay her like $5,000 or something, which is kind of shady to me. And help her get set up in life if she would just like retract, go to the prosecution, this and that. Ultimately, it sounds like the diddler been trying to silence him for years. He been trying to say, you know, he loved to set a mofo up, okay? It's all very messy, but a lot of, you know, you can't deny the patterns of behavior here. And obviously the judge saw cause to grant the restraining order. And for the diddler to go to the prison and offer up to $23 million to shut him up, I think he should have took the money. What y'all think, Knotty Crew? I think he should have took the money. Please thumbs up the video. I think he should have took the money. But it's all messy from one rapist to another. He has a history, okay? And it sounds like he was violated as a child by priests. We all know, you know, about the scandals in the Catholic Church and how the priests were M-wording the little boys and things like that. And I just think he's got some mental issues going on, all right? So he did, I was happy to hear that he did get therapy in prison and things like that, and that's how he got the courage to come forward. Right, that's how I feel, Veronica. He should have took the money. But would the dealer really play? You know, would he really have paid? Because look at what Cassie had to go through to get her money. He knew about that lawsuit. They've been going back, Cassie lawyers with Diddy for some time now. That's why he was on the award show like, Cassie, you got me through my dark time. That was a threat. Okay? He used his social media to twine. He knew that lawsuit was coming down the pike. He was trying to avoid her. Just like he tried to avoid this gentleman and go around him. So, you know, it's all quite messy. But I lean on the side of believing Derek Cornelius because it sounds a lot similar to the Jonathan Odie. Tasha K had another male prostitute that came out and said that he was witness to his abusive behavior towards Cassie because he was also a hired sex slave. Okay, and Lil Rod's lawsuit. So all these things are familiar. Now, Odie came out before all of this. He revealed all the trafficking that Diddy was into. Okay, but they ain't want to believe him. I think Odie is still in witness protection, to be quite honest. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, because, you know, I was kind of, you know, sometimes I got to take a break from the diddler. He be draining me, Joe. He be draining me. All right, up next, let's get into another one of Diddy's subsidiaries, Kevin Shortcomings Hart. Okay, you know the man got short man problems. He got short man complex, so he got to make up for his shortcomings by lying and creating lawsuits and presenting false evidence to the courts and everything. Done threw away his best friend, threw him under the bus. Was supposed to restore his reputation and did not. See, what y'all need to understand is Kevin Hart is a brand, right? And he has to uphold this family good guy image. So if he's caught philandering and cheating and things like that, all those brand deals go away. His Netflix deals, everything. You know, he even went as far as trying to sue Tasha K, which I think she's gonna win that. All these frivolous lawsuits. Y'all need to save y'all money. All Tasha K do is interview. She asks the question, the people tell her the information. Okay. So yeah. So Kevin Shortcomings Hart. Kevin don't have a heart. He's a cheater. Is trying to blame Molly for cheating on his wife. Blaming on the goose. Blaming on the alcohol, blaming on the pills, blaming on the Molly, blaming on everything else but yourself. You grown man. You grown man. If you want to be out here, but be single. But his wife really don't care. She not with him for love. She with him for the bag. Let's just call it what it is. She with him for the bag. But, you know, I never thought Kevin Hart was that funny. What about y'all? I never thought he was really, really that funny. Maybe when he first came out a little bit. But people write his jokes and everything. And he's real cocky and arrogant. And I just don't like his attitude. And his ego is overly inflated. And I just think that's just to make up for his shortcomings. Because I wonder where he packing. Y'all tell me that. If y'all met Kevin Hart and he ain't had no money, would y'all screw him? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I'll wait for it. Like the video. Alright, so let's get into this. Shout out to Ice Cream Combos. Kevin Hart reveals he was pressured to take Molly during 2017 Las Vegas cheating scandal. Why are we bringing this up? Why do we care? Knotty Crew, why do we care? Let me see. I think I got another article. I was just like, boy, bye. Has several seats. Thumbs up the video. I was just like, I can't believe it. No excuses. Like, you're a cheater, and that's just the bottom line. You're a cheater. But this was 2017. Why rehash this? I think it's deflection and distraction. He's doing elder gossip. That's what's up. So Ice Cream Combo says, I'm sweating during his deposition in JT Jackson's JT is his former best friend because he brought a lawsuit against him because Kevin Hart didn't follow through with what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to restore the man's reputation, and he did not. All right. So during the deposition, Kevin Hart reveals he was pressured to take Molly during the 2017 cheating scandal. So, he went out to Las Vegas or something, hooked up with one of his, them creepy billionaire people that have a bunch of women around them. And apparently, he was off his Molly and he was pressured to do it. Why, Kevin? Whatever. Blame it on the drugs. I'm just like, boy, bye. Just go sit down somewhere. Why are you bringing this up? It's because of the lawsuit. It's because of the lawsuit against the best friend. And I think the best friend is going to win because just like he did in Tasha K lawsuit and making up documents and stuff like that and presenting them to court and got caught, he did the same thing. So you are dumb, Kevin Hart. You are dumb. You are dumb. And all you had to do was honor your best friend because of him tarnishing his best friend's reputation, his friend cannot get work in Hollywood because of this or whatever. But it would have been cheaper to just repair his reputation and move on with life. So now you got to rehash your cheating. You got to rehash your cheating. And I don't think drugs are an excuse because at the end of the day, you put yourself in that situation. You knew what you were doing. You knew it was a bunch of women around. You knew you were a married man. You knew you had vows to uphold. So you can blame it on the Molly all you want, but you was down. And now that you got caught, you blaming it on the Molly. I call bull swinking. I call bull sinky, bull sinky, bull sinking. Okay, Kevin Hart has a short man complex. He really has low self-esteem, and he has to boost his ego any way he knows how. He over here talking smack. Hey, Tara. Good morning. He got to boost his ego. He going to do anything to salvage his reputation. But as far as I'm concerned, your reputation been ruined with me, Kevin Hart. It was ruined from the first wife and how you did her. Pretty much. Oh, yes, girl. Big Daddy Kane. Napoleon complex. Yes. He absolutely is a victim. His face is next to Napoleon complex. So he run around here spreading peen everywhere, trying to make himself feel tall. Boy, bye. You could have just got a surgery by now to get the leg extensions. Thumbs up the video. Thumbs up the video. So that's all I got on Kevin Hart. I'm going to keep it short just like he is, okay? And I'm short, so I can talk shit. You could do like Prince and wear some heels, Kevin. But then he developed knee and hip problems as a result of dancing in them heels all them years. And, he got deleted for being addicted to the opioids, okay? He was getting them from the back market. I was trying to give the address so Knotty can go to the City Winery. They always have great acts there. Oh, okay. DM me. I gotta look in my DMs. Did you send me something in my DMs? Y'all, I be so bad about checking my DMs sometimes. And he's so fine. You know he the original chocolate lover, baby. He's still fine. He aged like fine wine. And he married, girl. Girl. I follow Big Daddy Kane because he be dropping some little positive messages. And I like his little salt and pepper he got going on. Like, He the smooth operator still. Yes, shout out to Big Daddy Kane. Yes. I saw him perform. He came to NJ Pack. He looked just as good in person. Make my heart flutter. Ooh, and I just love his voice. His voice is like velvet. He got that Barry White baritone going on. Yes. You see, Jay-Z don't never give him credit. He the one that let Jay-Z come out and open for him back in the day. Back then, he was Jazzy J. Jazzy J. Jazzy. How you doing? I went there to see Tasha K. Oh! And it was fabulous. The plays, and they have other acts and shows coming up. Yes, yes. I'm hearing Tasha K shows are awesome, you know. And shout out to her for creating another stream of income, cause she got that bill to pay. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Cardi, that money right now is the least of Cardi worries. All right. All right, guys, hide your social security cards. The government done let these mofos hack our social security numbers. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Federal court filings suggest hackers may have stolen the social security numbers of every American. So if some stuff come up on your credit and stuff like that, blame it on the hackers. You heard it here at the Knotty Love Movement. So according to reports by the LA Times, hackers may have stolen the personal records of billions of people. A hacking group named USDOD alleged in April that it had breached 2.9 billion people's information from the national public data, according to the federal court filings in Florida. The lawsuit indicates that social security cards, among other materials, have been exposed to cyber attackers. It's important to note that the national public data hasn't confirmed the mass data breach, although emails show it is. Aware of certain third-party claims about consumers' data, is investigating these issues. So due to the hackers' claims, U.S. citizens are being asked to take extra precaution to keep their information secure. That includes freezing your credit file, using two-factor authentication and strong passwords, and your basic common sense. Be careful not to click on text message, link, or emails from unfamiliar sources. Yeah, I don't anything I don't know about, I don't click on. You know how they be sending you text messages about your delivery is supposed to come? Nope, block. Block, block, block. Now, how is this happening? Period. We not safe from nobody. Oh, yeah. I would love to see John B. I would love to see John B. He a fine little, he cute. Let's just say that. He cute. And I don't think John B get the credit that he deserves. So protect your neck, Knotty crew. Make sure you change your passwords. Make them difficult. Don't use names that are close to you, because, they be listening on all our devices and everything. So, protect your neck. Protect your neck. All right. All right, and since we on the Diddler's path, let's get into Michael Rubin. He did an interview with the Breakfast Club, okay? Michael Rubin is now taking over the white parties for Diddy. Yeah. Babyface is an awesome writer. Yeah, Michael Rubin was on the Breakfast Club, with the bootlicker, the scammer, the Chester. And I'm so tired of people not holding people accountable. They just sitting there like, yeah, okay? So he talks about the relationship with the Diddler and Meek Mills. Let's hear what he had to say, okay? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for this.
It doesn't bother me for me. It bothers me that it actually, when I see the narrative of a really good friend of mine like Meek, and people trying to, again, if he was gay, which there's not one gay bone in his body, who cares? Number one, if people want to be gay, it is 2024. Who the fuck cares? Okay. Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body. So why do people want to lie about that? Why do people want to change the narrative of bet he made with me to try to hurt him? That is the one thing I've learned about, look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. It's the one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Speak on that more. I heard you say that earlier, and I wanted you to expound on that. You said you don't like to see black people tearing down other black people.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, like it's. I want to support look. You guys know me pretty well. Anything I can ever help with, I'm always there. I always want to be helpful. I feel lucky and fortunate to do what I do every day. To be as, whatever success I've had, I feel blessed to do that. And I want to give back in every way I can. In business and in charitable things, I'm always trying to be helpful. Like, why does someone want to bring somebody else down? Let's try to build everybody up. Like, I'd be more excited if I'd be more excited to see one of my friends do something that's 99% less meaningful to me, but it would be really meaningful to them because I want them to do great. I want everyone around me to do great. I don't like watching, there's a little bit, and you tell me, you guys correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think there's a little bit of a black culture of like, it's black hate on hate. It's like that black judge that Meek had that hated on him and wanted to go extra hard on him. Okay. It's it's what people always say to me. It's like black hate on hate. So I think it's terrible. I think it's something I think it's culturally wrong. And I'll probably get killed for saying this because,
I'm glad you're saying it openly. If this is the conversations that are being had.
I have it all the time.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, so I think it's wrong. I think, why do you not want to build everyone up around you? Why do you not want everyone around you to do great? The best way for everyone to do great is to push each other up, okay? The thing I don't like about that is
The thing I don't like, I get his message, wrong messenger, okay? Because did you hold Diddy to the fire when you was, partying with him and seeing him tear down our people? Because the first thing they all do, Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre, they don't uplift their people. They exploit their people. They take advantage of our people. They rob and steal from them. They leech off the poor. They went to the hood, found the talent, and robbed them by giving them these 360 contracts and things like that. Jay-Z did it too when he went to Philly with Freeway and Beanie Single and all of them. Stole their music and then paid them, okay? So are you holding them accountable? You talking about you don't like the black on black crab in the barrel mentality while you rubbing elbows with the biggest thieves of our community. And see, this is what happens when we invite everybody to the cookout. And the bootlicker over there won't, he too scared because he in Diddy back pocket because he got his own pedo lawsuit. He's a rapist too. Charlemagne the devil. Won't hold him accountable. Wrong message, sir. And see, this is why we need to tighten up as a community. Because you got mofos that come in and, misappropriate our culture, rubbing elbows. Oh, I'm down with ya. They ain't down. They only down as long as they can make money off of us. Stop inviting everybody to the freaking cookout. Period. We need to preserve our culture more. And I blame the Diddlers and the Jay-Z's because as soon as they get at the top, they forget about where they came from. And actually, Diddy ain't even grow up poor or whatever. He grew up privileged. Yes, Beans and Free still heard from Jigga. Beans and so I don't like this, and I don't like how Charlemagne the bootlicker let this ride. He don't never want to hold these, and that just tells me he down for what the Diddler and Jay-Z's do. Oh, the best way is to lift each other up. Well, unfortunately, that's not how it goes. That's not how it went. Talk about how the Diddler knocked women between the washers and dryers because he really liked men. That's why he hate women so much. He really like men. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think I'm far-fetched? I don't know. I just don't even like him. I don't like him. Speaking of the diddler, okay, since we on the topic of rapists, as you all know, Drew Dixon, she is the woman that brought the lawsuit against L.A. Reid and Russell Simmons. You know, the one that Russell Simmons running from, and he living over in Bali, thinking he going to get away with his diddler behavior because he the one that started it, L.A. Reid, all of them. They started this culture, this rapist culture. He nasty, boy. Well, she Drew Dixon, and she's also has a documentary on HBO, the HBO app, HBO Max, whatever they calling it these days, called On the Record, and several of Russell Simmons' victims is speaking on their accounts of him raping them. But you can run, but you can hide. So he was served with that lawsuit. He got to still answer for the lawsuit with Drew Dixon, and she managed to loop him into the L.A. Reid lawsuit. Okay, and because of the Survivors Act in New York, she was able to file. Okay, so after she was raped by Russell, he created a hostile work environment, continued to try to harass her, and so then she goes over to Arista, to try to still continue her career, and was faced with the same type of behavior. This is the culture of the music industry in Hollywood, okay? They all have that take that attitude, like the diddlers. Why you think him and R. Kelly been able to operate for so long? Because the handlers, this is how they all think. They don't see nothing wrong with this. They don't see nothing wrong with taking the punani and the bussies without permission. All right? So, the judge has ruled that Drew Dixon's SA lawsuit against L.A. Reid can move forward. You notice L.A. Reid has been so quiet. Y'all marinate on that. Gotta get this call. Plantation calls. One moment. Thumbs up this video and share. Okay, and we're back. So shout out to the Jasmine Brand for this article. So L.A. Reid has failed to convince a New York judge to dismiss his SA case. Judge Valerie Caproni allowed music producer Drew Dixon's lawsuit against the longtime executive to proceed. So according to All of Hip Hop, Drew, one of the women who accused Russell Simmons of rape, sued L.A. Reid for SA in 2023. She claims Reid assaulted her twice during her time at Arista Records around 20 years ago. All right, the first assault allegedly occurred during a company retreat in Puerto Rico in 2001, and Drew said Reid digitally penetrated her without consent. The second assault took place a few months later when Reid allegedly groped and kissed Dixon in a car, again without her permission. Dixon's complaint details Reid's persistent sexual harassment and retaliation for rejecting his advances. Because she rejected him, he then went on created a hostile work environment. And you know, once they reject you, they start blackballing you, okay? Her lawsuit includes claims of sexual battery and assault, false imprisonment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and violation of the New York City Gender Motivated Violence Act. Okay, I hope Drew gets some justice. This woman has suffered for years, all right? She basically cannot really, she's responsible for a lot of artists. Hold on. Like, he would, L.A. Reid would do things like block her projects. One of her projects was Kanye West, and we see how demonic and sick he is, but he's produced some good music. But she's responsible for producing a lot of artists. So she's responsible for Q-Tip, Brand Nubian, CeeLo Green, Mary J. Blige, John Legend, Kanye West, and more. She's a voting member of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences since 2001. And she's the founder of an independent record label, The Ninth Floor. So she has an extensive resume. And I just really, you know what? I'm glad because I also seen Tiffany Red, Drew Dixon, and Cassie. They all hooked up for dinner one night and they posted it. I'm glad she has a community of women to support her and surround her against these monsters. They all need to be exposed, and this behavior will no longer be tolerated. L.A. Reid, the Diddler, even Jay-Z, they have stunted so many careers out of greed and power. And that's why you see Jay-Z trying to distance himself from his best friend, the Diddler. They best friends. Bosom buddies. Bosom buddies. These two are crime lords. And this is supposed to be footage. Let me see. Because some of these things be lying. Let's see.
What? I really limit what he can have access to.
You know, to see a different outcome, like you were saying. It's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Solange has just leaked new footage of Diddy and Jay-Z to the FBI. It seems like there's some serious drama brewing between Solange and her brother-in-law Jay-Z. Rumor has it that Solange might be cooperating with the authorities, potentially throwing Jay-Z under the bus.
I don't know about that. I don't know, because when Beyonce and her family was at Solange's son fashion show, Solange sat on one side and the family sat on another. So she may be estranged. You know, she had it out for Jay since that elevator incident. She kicked his behind in the elevator. And y'all remember Twitch? They saying that he had an affair with the Diddler too. All roads lead back to the Diddler.
Spoken directly because I don't know what to say.
I may not be the first one to say it. Definitely not going to be the last. But the whole Diddy situation, right? Y'all realize that this is just like the first of thousands. Anyone realize that Ellen DeGeneres has been real quiet lately?
I just wanted to say the past 11 days have been really tough for everyone. But to honor Twitch, I think the best thing that we can do,
communication. They checked around Twitch and Allison's home looking for any clues. The 911 call from the motel had come in just shortly after Allison had contacted the cops.
You know, Ellen's like the Oprah of the talk show world, right? She's rubbed elbows with every A-lister you can think of, including Mr. Puff Daddy himself. And we're not talking a casual run-in here and there. No, Diddy practically had a VIP seat on Ellen's couch, making appearances left and right. But here's where things take a spicy turn. Turns out Ellen wasn't just sipping tea with Diddy, she was getting down at his infamous freak-off parties. But now that's raised even more suspicion on what else these two were doing together. If Ellen was at those parties, she must have seen some messed up stuff, and there's word going around about an alleged Diddy and Twitch affair. And there's definitely a pattern there, because why do so many people around him meet the same end? Twitch died, and Diddy and Ellen might have something to do with it. Well, now there's chatter that he might have known a little too much about Ellen and Diddy's shenanigans.
It's not far-fetched. Why did that man take his life? If he really did. Was the Diddler threatening to expose him? Did the Diddler have tapes on Twitch? It's not far-fetched. We still don't know what happened to that man. Why would he just take his life? People on Shitty said Kel's people were eliminating themselves because they didn't want to testify nor go to prison knowing so much such crimes that was done. Okay, and then R. Kelly is connected to Jay-Z. You know, that's why Dame Dash he wanted to back up, but they was passing Aaliyah around too. Come on now. It's crazy. So speaking of R. Kelly, shout out to the source. R. Kelly's net worth is now negative $2 million. What goes up must come down. So according to Celebrity Network, R. Kelly's current net worth is negative $2 million. Are we surprised? He is brokety broke.
Hi, Master Hunt.
Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. I love that song because he be feeling so much. 69 guys, 69 guys, 69 guys. They all being exposed, just like Cat Williams said. Whew. All right, let's get into Erica Mena because while over on Tasha K, she had a phone call with Aaron the plumber who just recently came out exposing Erica Mena for assaulting him, okay? And he even said that he was filing charges, okay? So let me just give you a little reminder. You know, Erica is toxic, and I don't know how he didn't know about her, but she been toxic from the beginning of time, from when she entered the scene of Love and Hip Hop. You know, she had an affair with DJ Envy the scammer over there on Power 105. She claims that she didn't know he was married. I call bull swinky because Erica is just a disgusting human being. She has a history of putting her hands on men. It's alleged that she put hands on Safari because he was cheating, but she knew he was cheating, okay? All right. And so now she has violated this young man, okay? Aaron the plumber. Let me remind you, he came out with some allegations. Here we go. Shout out to Morning Juice Box. I just want to remind you.
I'm Aaron the plumber. I got exploited, looking for love once again. I came on Erica's Two Ways with Erica Mena. I had the show cracking. I was doing some real punching, you know, and they twisting up. They're going to try to twist up the narrative and try to make it seem like I'm transphobic. I'm emotional and a multitude of other things. That's not true. I left the show. They want me to come back on the show. I got all the receipts. I don't want to get back on the show because Erica Mena is, in fact, racist towards black men. She been disrespecting black men from day one on that show. People been leaving the show, not wanting nothing to do with her because she's so disrespectful. Her mouth. They're going to try to paint me out to be a transphobe. I'm telling y'all ahead of time, I love all people of all creeds. I am not transphobic. I am not homophobic, anything. I'm filing charges on Erica Mena right now for assault. Right now. I'm Aaron.
Okay.
I'm right
This
here
is him at the police station
in LA. About to go file charges on Erica Mena for assault. They're gonna try to protect this woman. One of these network executives told me out his own mouth that he got, you know, TMZ and several other companies up under his payroll, and he gonna suppress me from getting my story heard. But my thing to say to this gentleman is, you're gonna suppress a black man, one of your own kind, from letting the truth be heard about him being assaulted after you witnessed that. And Erica Mena has been canceled for calling somebody a blue monkey. So here she is again and been disrespecting black men in front of your face. And that's something you report, that's something you support, that's something your network supports. But I'm not going for that. I'm standing on business behind this one. I'm right here at the post.
Yes, that's the guy from the Pop the Balloon. right? So at the end of the show yesterday, Tasha K had a phone call with him, okay, to try to get some background. And so he explained what happened in the circumstances, and apparently they were in a situation because Erica Mena, she has this, because she's not going to get picked up from anybody but Tubi Movies and Zeus Network, because she's just that low vibrational. She's a disgusting human being. I don't know why people don't know this, and I don't understand why people are flocking to the show. Y'all know what Zeus is about. Zeus is messy. And y'all know Erica Mena got a broke ass coochie. Period. That's why none of these motherfuckers want her. Remember when Issa Rae on Insecure had her broke ass coochie rap? Okay? This one of them broke ass coochie hoes. Okay? That's why she gotta go both ways. That's why she bisexual. Her cootie cat broke. Her cootie cat broke. Alright? So, on the phone call, because Tasha K requested like that we don't share that on the internet. So I just only could talk about it. Or whatever. And he contacted her directly. And so Tasha called him and he gave the background. So he said, like, from the very beginning, Erica was toxic, like we all know her to be, okay? She got a reckless mouth. She has no respect for herself. So why would she project any respect on anybody else? She was calling men out their name, calling them itches and things like that. She loves to emasculate men. Okay, because she really, I don't know what kind of relationship she had with her daddy, but she got daddy issues, clearly. She got daddy issues and mommy issues, and that's why, I find it ironic that she always trying to call out Safari for being a deadbeat when you a deadbeat mama, okay? And I don't even think it's, because Safari pays child support. I don't even think that Safari is a deadbeat. I think Safari don't want to be bothered with her because she that toxic or whatever. And he ain't trying to go to jail or whatever. So he said from the very beginning of the show, she was disrespectful and this and that. There was a scene, okay, because she got all type of people on there, transgenders, females, males, everything. And so one of the so-called women came to him, was like, open your mouth, and put a Tic Tac in his mouth, and then revealed that he was a transgender male to female. So this naturally made him upset because he wasn't being upfront about who he was. And I guess he's just like, well, I'm not gay or homosexual or whatever. And it made him upset. All right? It made him upset. And he feel like Zeus is doing their little trickery like they do, because they'll do anything for ratings, clicks, and views. So he felt violated. And they tried to set him up to fight transgender, and he said, nah. He's like, because y'all trying to make it, because then everybody going to be like, oh, he's homophobic and this and that or whatever. Back off of that or whatever. Fast forward, he ultimately wins the show. So he comes out to collect the prize, and Erica slaps him. And so he's upset at that naturally, okay? And so, ended up getting into a tussle with one of the contestants and stuff like that after that, because I guess he was in a fit of rage or whatever. Ended up breaking his arm. This is you see in the video. He got his arm wrapped up and stuff like that. All right. So in the hospital, Zeus Network is all up in there trying to convince him to come back to the show and things like that. And the doctors put him out or whatever with the cameras and stuff like that. You know what? Number one, I'm glad he filed the police report so it could be a record. Tasha K gave him some advice because he said Zeus keep coming back to him. But he also was making accusations like all the former Zeus people make. Zeus is not paying them. They promise him money, then they don't pay him, and this and that, or whatever. And of course, he signed an NDA or whatever. But this guy has a criminal past, okay? But as a result of this whole debacle, Zeus has taken his TikTok page. That's what they do. They known for this. Taking their page, trying to pay people off. Then they don't pay them, and this and that and the other. We all know what Erica Mena is. And see, Zeus going to pick up all the love and hip-hop crumbs, all the love and hip-hop rejects. But this bitch been toxic. She been toxic. She need her ass kicked. Period. She been racist. She's disgusting. Hey, Miss Brenda. Good evening. She's disgusting. She got broke ass coochie. That's how she keep getting rejected from the Bow Wows and everybody. She done ran through the whole industry, child. She done branded. She's a broken woman. Broken. I wish the world could see, but these ninjas be trying to stick their peen in whichever way. And then you get mad when people show you who they are. Erica Mena been toxic. I ain't never liked her. Not since the first BBL. She always been nasty. That's why her oldest son don't like her, okay? But for the life of me, I don't understand why people do not understand what Zeus Network is about. But y'all go running over there anyway. And you get what you get. I'm talking about Aaron the plumber who came out exposing Erica Mena once again for her toxic behavior, and she assaulted him. He ultimately, because she has this new show coming on, because she's desperate for a paycheck at this point after being canceled for being racist. You know, she went on Cam Newton's podcast, copping all sorts of pleas. Talking about she regret the monkey comment. No, you don't. No, you don't. You meant every word of that. Erica Mena. I'm not the 1, the 2, nor the 3. You meant every bit of that. You meant every bit of that. She's trying to restore her image and things like that. And I say, cancel that. Just like Carisha, cancel that. Carisha, please. That setup interview with Saucy Santana. Disgusting. You still protecting Diddy. You still screwing him. Or whatever. So, you know, Aaron, good luck to you. You know, Tasha K, because he was saying he wanted to delete himself. So Tasha K was very compassionate about him, directed him to therapy and things like that. And you know what? She gave him some advice on how to proceed because he has the NDA. So, you know, she told him, you know, fulfill your contract and get away from them, and don't let social media, you know, give you a reason to end your life, because, you know, it'll go away eventually. Erica. No, she wouldn't go. And since Sam said, look, notice how everybody, all the Erica exes are doing better since they left her. Because Sin is chilling. I posted a video of her. She pregnant by a billionaire. He's like a restaurant owner. Sin is so happy now that she got away from her abusive baby daddy, the first one, Joe Budden. She looks so happy, and she not flaunting her man on the internet, right? Look at Sin. This is Erica X too. She tried to do her dirty.
Girl, I want to see blonde hair coming out of here. I don't want.
So Sin is doing well, okay? She's doing well. She got her new man. He rich, okay? But she even got volatile with Sin. Tried to play her out and use her. She tried to do her like dudes have done Erica. But Erica, you have allowed these men to use and abuse you because you have no standards. Because you're willing to get on no matter what. You willing to get on. But all the Erica exes are doing well. Remember when Bow Wow threw Erica to the curve? They was engaged. And Bow Wow, he saw like, I ain't messing with you, ho. You for the streets. Aren't these chucks cute? I want them. I want them. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, Stacey Dash. Girl, I don't even want to get into you. you want to get into you, Stacey Dash. She's weird to me. Dame, get your cousin. She's weird. Why she keep coming out with all these weird messages? Remember when she came out the blue, like DMX had been gone for like almost a year, and she came online like, oh my God, I just found out excellent. Like, girl. Then she went on College Hill and was acting weird and made up an excuse to leave. And I'm like, please leave, girl, because hey, Say Hudson, please leave, girl. Please leave, because you're boring anyway. Like, I'm not. Like, girl, if you don't go make a Clueless remake and become a grandmother or something. Yeah, Jess, girl, look. Look at her. She look crazy. Dame, get your cousin. Get your cousin. Dame, get your cousin. Stop with trying to sell, what he trying to sell? Rockefeller or something. She got a pug nose. Let's hear what she got to say. She had a message for the fans. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, we gonna get into it. We entertain it a little bit, okay?
And
hold on.
I was just praying, and the Lord told me to come on here and say what he told me. And that is, stop listening to the lies in your head. Stop listening to the I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thin enough. I didn't do enough. I'll never be enough. You are enough. You're a child of God. And he loves you. And as long as you have God, you've got everything. That is the most important thing to remember. Remember, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these other things shall be added unto you. God bless you. I was just praying.
Well, God bless you too, Stacey. Okay, we sending you peace and blessings from the Knotty Love movement. But you're weird. You're definitely weird. Shut up, say her. She said, nurse, she's out again. Stacey looks swollen from surgery or infection. What was that? Hey, Deshaun. Right, Be More Shorty, those chucks are cute. I want some too. I want to customize chucks. Something going on with Stacey. She is definitely far removed from reality. She is living in her own world for sure. Okay? And although I appreciate her sharing her message from God with us, she's just weird to me. Dang, get your cousin. Get your cousin. All right, I talked about yesterday how 50 Cent is on the path to be a billionaire, okay? And rightfully so, now that we're getting all the creep billionaires out of the way, i.e. Diddler and Jay-Z, okay? The Jigga money good, okay? But 50 he's trying to get back down there in Shreveport, okay?
It's not randomly invited.
Hold on one second. What's this?
It's not.
50 Cent posted. He unveils the 3-phase plan to give back to Louisiana and bring out celebs. Okay, let's hear what he got to say.
Randomly inviting celebrities to Shreveport. He's trying to get the culture integrated and invested in a place that 50 Cent will be spending a lot of time in going forward. Back in April, 50 Cent launched his own studio in Shreveport, Louisiana, that's supposed to mimic the success of Tyler Perry. 50 and his team have already unveiled a 3-phase initiative that will see 50 Cent directly invest into the people and community of Louisiana. So in theory, the first phase is supposed to focus on commercial success for Louisiana.
50 is trying to bring a big jump park there and also a grocery store in the immediate downtown Shreveport area. And then from there, 50 Cent is going to try to focus low to moderate income families. Essentially, 50 plans on building houses with his money so that people can have lower mortgage payments. That sounds great. And the third phase of the plan would go to the kids. 50 has plans on going to each high school and putting in media programs for kids to start training and mentor purposes. Again, in theory, these kids can graduate high school and college and then run right into 50 Cent's studio that's already going to be located in that Shreveport, Louisiana area. Be clear, there was a lot of fun happening for Humor and Harmony Festival weekend in Shreveport, Louisiana, but there's a lot of work that's happening, and this is going to have real life impact on a region that the mayor's even admitted needs some financial help. It needs this income. They've already given 50 Cent a day of his own, and he ain't lived there yet, right? Like, they're going to allow this dude to cook. 50 Cent was doing his thing with most of his content being produced in New York, but now 50's like, oh, there's a region that used to be the home of a big time studio. I can come in and at lower rates buy a lot of land and just build and invest in this community, and trust and believe it's going to be so much easier for 50 Cent to have everybody come to Louisiana once everybody gets cool and comfortable with it versus trying to house people in New York, incredibly expensive, one of the most expensive states. And
I think it's genius. I think it's genius for him to invest back into community. And I was wondering, like, why he went all the way down to Shreveport. And it makes sense because it's so expensive up here on the East Coast and New York especially. Trust me, they all moving over here to New Jersey and driving up our prices on property and things like that. So now I get why he did it. And I love that he's just giving back to the community. He's starting at the lower level, going to the schools, getting those children on path to be entrepreneurs and future workers for him. So I love that for 50. He posted like the cat's out of the bag, all right? And so this is Tommy. Yep. That is Tommy Egan's official page. He posted that's from The Force, his show The Force. And I think what's going to happen is he's going to take all his shows that he created in the Power universe on Stars, and he's going to bring it over to his own studios. I think it's genius. He's a marketing genius. Say what you want about 50. I know a lot of people, he says a lot of controversial things that a lot of people don't like. I know Corey, she was like, I don't like what he said about children with autism and things like that. People don't like his history with his baby mom. But let me tell you, he's been upfront about his issues with his kids' mothers. And he has not lost yet. He has not lost yet. But 50 is speaking on, he breaks down why he's not in a rush to become a billionaire. Because, like, why, right? Here we go. Maybe because it makes you a target in this country. Shout out to the Jasmine brand.
Because I've reached a point where I don't have anything that I want that I don't have. You know, so I don't know what the rush is to get to that point is. You see what I'm saying? Like when you already, look, I bought every car that I wanted to 2 or 3 times. Bought them, put them back. The newer versions came, put them back. The newer versions came, you know what I mean? And that's just the success from 03, and it habits within lifestyle. You know, if you're earning a decent amount of money, if you don't spend it, they're just going to take it. When I said they, I mean the IRS. If there was a person that you could point to, you go, well, why did you change your mind and decide you want 58% of all my money? Like, what is going on? Like, and it even will make you adjust where you decide to lay your head. Common sense would say if you don't need the things that are right there, they're going to change where high net worth people are staying. They'll move to territories that are more fit for their life and stability of them continuing to function on the level they're on, instead of staying in a place that is not offering you anything better or anything bigger as it increases. Financially, when you get to that point, you got to figure out how to put it back. You gotta figure out what are you doing as a philanthropist. This is where you start building legacy. We start doing things that are a little more sophisticated because people remember people who helped a lot more than people that just done. We can say he's a billionaire, you're a billionaire, so that, and they go, okay, what did he do? How did it benefit anyone else? How significant was him making it to that point if it doesn't affect others?
All right, so that's what he's doing. He's giving back, right? He has everything, right? How rich is rich? How much money can you have? And he's right. If you do all of this and you don't give back, what is the purpose? If you don't pay it forward. Let's see what y'all saying in the comments. Yeah, Dame off like the light squid hit shade to shine. Fifth getting his money up. I'm not mad at him. I'm not either. And the thing is, I think this is real. You know, when people try to suppress you and things like that, the best reward or the revenge is success, right? And you heard in that article that he did, I forget the article where he revealed that Jay-Z has been trying to block his business dealings for years, and they tried to block him from the Super Bowl, and Eminem stood up and was like, no, I'm not performing without him. Okay. But when you try to block other people's blessings, you only going to make them greater and stronger. And rather than get mad, show them. Deshaun said, the fact that 50 is helping out yet, Tyler. Yes, I'm about to move back home. You from down there? He's training his future workforce. Fifth doing better than Master P, Bootsy, and Webby. Yes. Birdman and them. Right. He giving back to their community. Okay. Dang, be more. You right. I didn't think about that. Smiling in my head. It's wow, ain't it? Those folks know it's been bad since Hurricane Katrina and Rita. It has been bad. Exactly. So it's 5 o'clock and my day is done at the plantation. Sweet. Lucky you. I still got a whole day to go. I went and visited Louisiana. My ex-family is from Lake Charles. Yes. To see the homes and buildings still have a bright X or stickers to be demolished are still up, and folks are squatting in those spots. Wow, I'm from there and wanted to do something to get us up, but the funds weren't funding. This is beautiful, my little state, and be on the next power. Girl. Another branch. Okay. So I'm loving the path that 50 is on. Okay. He is doing his stuff thizzle for real. And I'm loving how he giving back to the community. Yeah, shout out to Deshaun. I love it. And I agree. He's doing a lot more than the others. Because, you know, once they get to a certain level, they forget about where they came from. All right. I talked about Angela Dean in 90 Day Fiancé. Michael, you know, Angela, the loudmouth American that tried to slave drive my man and basically trafficked him from Africa. And she really was using him so that she could get a check from the show. And get all her plastic surgery. She basically has suppressed this man financially. She basically has abused this man. Hey, Two Rags. She basically has abused this man. This Michael. And there's Angela Dean, Dirty Bird, okay? Well, he just recently blew up her spot because she's been trying to tarnish his character for years, saying that he was trying to scam her for a green card. And it's obvious he was there for love, okay? Because do y'all see the way that woman look now? She is what you call... She is everything that goes wrong in plastic surgery. Like, she looked worse, all right? She's shaped like the letter P. All right? But she has been disgusting towards him. Let me see if I can find some examples. Me on TikTok for y'all. All right. Let me find some examples. She's abusive. And TLC has allowed this. Like, and she always accusing Michael of cheating and stuff. And she the main one being a whore. Look. She a married woman. They been married. Look at her. She could do all of that, but let Michael do that. Let Michael even like a picture on social media. This bitch goes off. She is unhinged. But she been wanting fame and stuff like that. Hold on. So the tell-all was recent. She looks crazy. He's spilling all the tea on Michael. Look, here's an example of her abusive behavior towards Michael.
Stop it. Look at my car. That's not what we need. Excuse me. Stop it, Joe. I trusted you. What do you mean about this? What do you mean? What have you been doing? Look into my face without telling me. Are you mad? Are you mad?
Yeah, Michael.
Can you just look to my face like that? Are you crazy?
I don't blame him.
This bitch, you were the one I trusted. You were a baby a man. You were a baby a man that broke my heart. Him, his family, because if his family loved me, they would see past Michael's bull. Hell, if they don't know Michael lies, then they don't know their brother. He might be scamming me. Ever since I signed I do to this man, everything went down here. My kids, they all told me I'm coming out here 5 years ago, 4 years ago. They all were against me with Michael. So, is that really who Michael is? And I just didn't see it?
Angela, you're just crazy.
I'm done.
She is just insane.
Come on back, Lisa.
If I'll have to leave my country to go do that soon, man, fuck that shit.
Out! I don't want to come out! Let's go. I'm done.
She is toxic and abusive towards him. Okay, the family been trying to get him away from him, but Michael's still stuck with it. Michael's also a Trump supporter too. Like, all right, the writing's been on the wall, but they're married at this point, right? And so she finally got him over here. And he ended up running away. When he got over here to America, she basically treated him like a slave and was like, oh, you gotta do laundry, cook, clean, take care of the grandkids. He walks in her room. She's a whole hoarder. She got a whole hoarding situation. Right? And so, and she's got a history of putting hands on Michael. Just look how she talk.
And all these people out there in the goddamn world thinking I'm a bitch and I'm a good-hearted mother. If I wouldn't be here right now pouring my out for these people. How you treated me.
It's okay, Angela.
And I'm not a crier, but there's only so much I can take. And you've been a piece of you cheated on me. You goddamn bitch is somewhere in New Jersey. Is that why you're sleeping in the different room?
Illinois.
The whore is here in New Jersey. Call that bitch and tell her to come get your and your passport. Go home.
Will you come down?
Go home. I'm not going to be a Chantel and a Pedro and a Muhammad.
Sorry, hold. We have to go to set.
You do what you want. I hate Tellos. I hate this place. And all these people out there in the goddamn world thinking I'm a bitch and I'm a good
She always trying to make it seem like she the victim, but she victimized and she's an abusive piece of shit. She's a dirty bird. You hear me? She abusive piece of shit. She's a narcissist. Okay. She always making false accusations that he cheating and stuff like that. And it's just far removed from the truth. It's really her being the whore. Her. It's all deflection and distraction. Alright. So the tell all, he ran away. She was all over YouTube with this YouTuber talking about he ran away. She worried about him. And then Michael called the authorities. Was like, I had to get away because she's trying to get me locked up and bring and make me end up getting in jail. She always throwing my green card in my face. And that's not the case. All right. She always talking about Michael cheating. Look at this whore. Look at that whore. She is trailer park. Okay. All right.
Diane, I think it's worth it. I did the sleeve, and everybody's different, but I wouldn't trade nothing right now, because I'm going through some things emotionally, and I don't hardly eat as it is, and now I'm really not eating, so I'm down to like.
Whatever, bitch. Your bubble has been burst. Okay, so the tell all came. And Michael, he got tired of her shit. All right, she been accusing that man of being a scammer, all type of thing. She even accused him of taking out a life insurance policy. She's trying to set him up like he was trying to unalive her for the money. Okay, this bitch is
Are you willing to let her go if that was the best thing for you? No, you know the only real thing you can do to know whether or not it's the right thing is to stand up for yourself.
Right. Well, Michael decided to stand up for himself. So Michael finally vindicated. Let's see. He hired a private detective to clear his name. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Not at all. I show that you have 3 Instagram accounts.
You mother.
I have no. You're not familiar with those? I'm not familiar with it. People imitate me. The only social media I have is the Facebook, and it's on a phone. All right, so let me give you a couple names, and you can just give me an explanation of where these people may or may not fit in your life. I've heard that there's been mention about a female by the name of Cheetah.
Who's this girlfriend over there?
The cheetah, the lady was in one of the visa process I was. And reason why she private chatted me was because her mother was applying for a K1 visa.
It was her husband.
Because
he never heard about the mother. He didn't see this as something new to me, Todd.
Woman that we uncovered, and I'm not positive what that relationship is with him. For quite a while. Her name is
Todd, what raises a red flag about this woman?
I have a chart of all of his connections, his social connections, and I don't. She's not blood related though. No, not blood related. Like someone that knows my family and.
Good. I don't care. I don't care. You said Todd. What did you do? So tell me that.
I have people. I've met people.
We're going home. Y'all enjoy. I don't care what y'all think about me because I know the real mother.
But he's not better than the private investigator, though.
Because
and we can
we didn't have enough time to get it all. This ain't. He ain't had enough time. This is 2 weeks investigation.
So now you are trying to tell the private investigator you know more than him now,
you
right?
shut the up.
Skylar.
Yes. I'm going out. Skylar, go sit down. I'll see y'all later.
All right. So this investigation vindicated Michael. He revealed that he was not scamming Angela. He revealed a lot of things, but like her daughter, she was up there, Skylar. At this point, I think she just wants to be famous or whatever because she excuses all her mom's bad behavior. But as a result of this tell-all, Michael was able to get a restraining order. a protection order in place. Thumbs up the video. 1 second. I got to answer this. All right. So as a result of the tell-all and him revealing all the facts and things like that, Michael was granted a protection order against her so she could no longer go online and defame him. Hold on, let me see what this is.
I don't know what does. Her tantrums are claiming that the network aired.
She wants all the shows didn't change her. I mean, she wants to be that way.
Michael's lawsuit also targets TLC, claiming that the network aired footage that showcased Angela's mistreatment of him during their marriage, adding to his public humiliation. For those who have followed the tumultuous relationship between Michael and Angela, these allegations might not come as a complete surprise. Angela's behavior towards Michael has often been criticized by viewers, with many pointing out her controlling and demeaning attitude. However, the severity of Michael's claims has taken the controversy to an entirely new level. Michael's legal action is a significant move towards addressing what he describes as severe mistreatment. The lawsuit not only seeks justice for the alleged abuse, but also calls out TLC for its role in broadcasting these incidents without intervention. This case could potentially lead to a broader conversation about the responsibility of reality TV networks in protecting the well-being of their participants. This lady is too much tossing out F-bombs like she's breathing them in. Seriously, her relationship guru and therapist need to be shown the door.
If my daddy was alive, he would have sat here and waited you to come over here and he would have hand slapped you right in your mouth.
She's disgusting. All right, so Michael was granted the protection order, and I'm happy about that. So she can't defame him. And shout out to the Jasmine brand. So he has now launched. Not only does he have the lawsuit, because TLC was supposed to fire her and then they brought her back. It's crazy. It's disgusting what TLC does to exploit these people. Since that, Angela, she has filed for annulment from her husband. She filed that in June. And so now Michael is asking for help. He launched a GoFundMe to raise money so that he can divorce the dirty bird, okay? He said, "Hi, I'm Michael Asami from TLC's TV show 98 Fiancé. I've been put in a situation where I unfortunately have to ask for help. Due to recent legal filings by Angela against me, I must seek legal advice. I have obtained an attorney, but the fees are expensive. I have a legal battle to fight, and the fight will be expensive. I'm asking for all my fans to help. Whatever you can give, I would deeply appreciate. I understand all of us are having hard times, and I hate to ask others for money support, but it seems like due to legal actions brought against me, I have to ask. Thank you all, and God bless. This is my only GoFundMe page, and other pages are not me." All right, so what do y'all think about that? You look, Michael, your family tried to warn you, your aunts, your brothers, everybody, your friends tried to warn you about this dirty bird, and you insisted on moving forward. And it could be out of love, but at the end of the day, she been abusive before you. Like, I would have never came to America on her dime. She financially abuses him. She verbally abuses him. It's disgusting. The fact, like, TLC is no better than Zeus Network. And the way, like, and I compare that to, like, the Blueface and Krishan Rock situation. How they highlighted the DV situations between him and Krishan Rock. But now he's over here in a situation where he can't work because he doesn't have his green card. He needs to make money. So do you think it's fair that the public should have to pay for all of this? Or do you think TLC need to just settle out with Michael and move on? Who wanted Gino, right? Little Caesar Pizza, y'all funny. Let me see what y'all saying. Durag said, Trailer Park Vibes, Waves, hey Feminine. Hey, Danny. Yes. So this is an all-out mess. But I'm glad he got the restraining order to gag that bitch, because she is reckless with her mouth. All right, so that's all I have for you, Knotty Crew. Let me know what y'all think. Replay Game, thank you so much. All right, we got into Diddy's new accuser of raping Kim. Yeah, a man out of Michigan who's locked up for being a rapist. How ironic. So let me know what your thoughts on that. Let me know what your thoughts on Michael Rubin and his ass backwards interview. Hey, James. All right. We got to stop letting everybody come to the cookout, Knotty Crew. See, people be pretending they down. They really not down. They really there to exploit us and make money. What did that sound like? They really don't want to accept us. They just want to benefit from us. All right, so let me know what y'all think about y'all thoughts on the Mike and Rubin situation. Let me know what y'all think about Erica Mena Toxic broke Kuda Cat ass, okay? Also, who else we got into? Let me know what y'all think about Michael and Angela Deem's situation from 90 Day Fiance. Let me know what y'all think about Stacey Dash being far removed from society with her crazy ass messages. And I want to hear your thoughts on 50 Cent's path to become a billionaire, how he's giving back down in Louisiana. I think it makes sense now that I understand what his plan is. And you know, the land is cheaper down south, so I'm not even mad, and I'm loving how he's giving back to the community. And let me know what y'all think about Kevin Hart blaming his infidelities on the Molly. We also got into R. Kelly's net worth of negative $2 million. Let me know what your thoughts are there. Who else we got into? Shout out to Drew Dixon moving forward. The judge granted her permission to move forward with her lawsuit against the original great best, L.A. Reid and Russell Simmons. Okay. Who else we got into? Oh, protect your neck with your social security numbers. Make sure you got double authentication, and do not click on links you do not know, because they trying to steal our identities, Knotty Crew. Yes, sir. All right, so that's the gist of what we got into today, Knotty Crew. I appreciate every last one of you joining me. Please thumbs up this video, share if you care. Shout out to Tasha K, because she gave me that plug for the new Diddy Mail Great Victim. I cite my sources and when they come from, okay? Because I don't take credit for things that I'm not responsible for. You know, Knotty Crew, ultimately protect your neck out here, okay? Because there's a whole lot of gaslighting, deflection, and distraction going on. And I love every last one of you. I appreciate every last one of you supporting me. We are growing every day over here, and I'm loving it. All right. We up to 2,742 subs. So we on the path to 3K, and which makes me on target to meet my 5K by the end of this year. I'm still pushing my goals. All right. We always trying to move the bar and stay the task. So despite what issues I may run into, whether it be technical issues, your girl gonna keep going. We strong like that over here. So I love every last one of you. I do. Especially like my day ones, subscribers, moderators, Love every last one of you. Like, y'all give me the motivation to keep it moving. So let's leave it in the comments. All right. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. 1.